Hello, I hope you're doing well. So, I am very excited because I've received the prototypes to my very first tarot deck that I created. It's taken me 3 months to get to this point, which doesn't seem like much, but I was really determined to make this happen. So I've been just tweaking things, and I'm still working on a couple things, but I have the prototype and I wanted to show it to you because I'm very excited. By the time you see this, I will have the link below for I'm going to be selling 5 of the prototypes first. The prototype has one little thing that has already been fixed for the final printing, but I thought I would make the prototypes available at a discounted rate because it's barely noticeable. I mean, it's something that might not bother anybody, and you might be willing to pay a little bit less than the final price for the the actual final product. I mean, I have them already, so I can ship them right away. For the final product, will probably be a month out. I'm gonna do a pre-sale, and that will also be available in the links in the description below by the time you watch this video. So I also will be, by the time the final deck is available for shipping, I should have the PDF that I'm working on with the description of. I decided not to do a guidebook, like a little book like this, because it just wasn't feasible for me at this point to do that. So I think in future decks I will probably be able to do a more official type packaging and all of the thing, right? For my first deck, I just wanted to, this has been a process, and I'll explain it a little bit. I was prompted very strongly to create my own deck, and I should explain, I'm a visual artist. I have my MFA, Master of Fine Arts in Visual Arts and Painting, and for a little bit over a year, the past year, before November when I started my deck, I had an artistic block. That means no creative anything. No creativity whatsoever. Not a thought. Even if I would sit down and try to think of something creative, let me do a drawing, let me do a poem. I mean, I write poetry, I do all sorts of things. I couldn't do any of that for over a year. So that's pretty devastating for an artist. I've undergone a transformation. I've shared some of it in my vlog, just the whole thing, and still working on it. It's still a work in progress, right? The transformation, but I was prompted. I felt very strongly prompted to start a deck for myself. Not for myself, just to create it, to see if I could actually do it. And I'm not an expert in tarot, so I had to do a lot of research. And I've become much more knowledgeable, but I'm still learning the tarot, quite honestly. I do readings, but I do intuitive readings with oracle and tarot. But because I'm a visual person and I'm an intuitive person, and my artwork, by the way, is done intuitively. Always has been. Very rarely do I have to research something for my artwork. I just tune in, get my supplies, and I go, right? So I've always been intuitive in that way, in many ways. And I'm an intuitive reader. So I interpret the images, I hear the messages, right, from my spirit guides. It's a process, right? Very in tune with all of that. But the tarot, I'm not an expert on. So, and the first idea that I got was to do a tarot, not an oracle, not my own version of something, the tarot. So I put a lot of pressure on myself to try and have a deck that is in tune with the original meaning, but it steers, it goes way off, right? But that's why I want to do the PDF, to have certain explanation of certain of the symbolisms that I decided to use in my images. This is adults only. I should have said that in the beginning. This is an adults only video because, well, my channel is only adults only. But this video in particular, some of the images that I have in the deck are racy, okay? Originally, my original idea was that all of the entire deck was going to be very racy, sexy, and that's where I got the title for the deck, which is Tarot of Desires, right? Because it was inspired by that. And I kept the name, the title of it, because it suits, I think, just fine. I like the title. I searched and I didn't find any other tarot decks with that name, so that was the original name that I came up with. So I wanted to stick to that. Some of the images are racy, and then okay, so I'm gonna timestamp this so that you can go straight to the images, because I want to explain it a little bit. My process, like I said, I'm an artist. The last group of work that I had been working on were collages, physical collages, right? About this size. They weren't very big because I didn't have a big studio space when I was last working. But now my circumstances here in this space with my cats does not allow me, and I don't have any external space as a studio. So I cannot create physical work here with my cats in the room. It's not possible. They're very curious. They would destroy it. Honestly, I can't. The way I like to work, I like to leave what I'm working on the table, and then I can walk away and come back and it's all there. I can't do that here. So I was thinking, well, how am I ever going to be creative again while I'm in this scenario? And then that's when I was prompted to do this deck. It's all been a journey, a beautiful journey of reawakening my creativity and reawakening those senses that are so important for an artist. It's been a journey of love, really, and a journey of an awakening again of those creative juices flowing again. It's been beautiful. So instead of doing physical collages, and I wish I had thought so I could go find one for you, but I have my website. I'll put it below if you want to see my artwork on my artist website. I'll put the link below in case you're curious. And that's still a work in progress too. I haven't put titles on my paintings. I've only put titles on my collage page. I have to now make that a priority to finish my webpage. But it's mostly all the images are there. Okay, so I thought, well, I'm gonna do digital collage. I've done digital artwork before, like digital painting and digital drawing. I enjoy using the computer a lot. I have an affinity for it. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna do digital collages. Let me just try a couple images and see what I can do with it. And I really started to get into it. But as like a journey, right? Any kind of journey, things take twists and turns and change. Most of the major arcana images have a certain flow to them. And then when it came to the minor arcana, something switched for me and the figures look a little bit different. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. For me, each card, and you're gonna see a continuity from image to image, but for me, each card is an individual art piece, right? And and before I was even finished with the entire deck, when I finished with the major arcanas, I put the images on Redbubble so that people can order either a sticker. Oh, here, let me wait. I wasn't prepared. Ugh, I didn't prepare. Hold on. This is my bag. See? Wait. Because I want to show you some of the things that you can do with the images that I put on there for the major arcana. And I'll show you the products after I show you the images so that I don't spoil the continuity of it. So that's available, that you can order a print, and I must tell you, from Redbubble I ordered samples so I could see what the printing was like. It's impeccable. The color is exact as I created it. The printing is beautiful, beautiful. I only got a few samples, but I'm very confident with their printing abilities. If you want to get a print of a particular arcana, right now I only have the major arcana on there. I don't know if I want to put the minor yet. I'm not sure. I might not. I might just leave the major arcanas where you can buy a notebook or a sticker or whatever. So I did that. And then, yeah, the minor arcanas all took their own little twists and turns. So I'm extremely proud of myself for being able to complete this project from start to finish. It's been nothing but exciting and thrilling. I have a full-time job, which is kind of stressful. It's challenging, right? And all I could do was look forward to get home to work on my cards. So that tells you how that this has been a labor of love, of excitement, and I feel like that energy is infused in these images. They're not just cold computer art stuff. I really have put my heart and soul into this, and it's only going to get better because I'm now working on an oracle deck that is going to be really, I feel, very powerful. And I can't really talk about it because I haven't seen anything like the idea that I have, so I want to keep it till I'm ready for that. But that will, my second deck will be an oracle deck, which I have an affinity for because my readings are primarily based on oracle decks. So I'm excited. Okay, 1313. I'll show you, let me show you, and I'm not going to explain them because then it'll be a 5-hour long video. I want to explain the meanings of them. I just want to show them to you, okay, so that you can get a feel for them. And then if you're interested in buying the prototype, I will point out the little mistake that I noticed, and I immediately contacted the printer. He didn't catch it and I didn't catch it. So, I should have had a third set of eyes to look at the proof, but I wanted to keep this project to myself, and that was a mistake. I should have been able to trust someone else to take a look at the images and get a different perspective. I've been very protective of this project and of my own creative space with it. It's been really exciting. All right, enough talking. I'm going to show you the deck. Okay. So like I showed you, and this is a newbie sort of move, right? And I realize that I own maybe 1 million decks, Oracle and Tarot, and I realized that none of them have the title on the back of the cards. So I did a rookie move, but I wanted to identify my first deck, right? To have my name on it, and then I put my channel's name on it, which is probably another rookie move. So I'm gonna have to keep this channel going. It's gonna have to get bigger and better now. So it's Tarot of Desires, and artwork by myself, Anna B. Galano, and I put Soul Embrace Intuition on it. So I recognize that that's a rookie move because usually it's another image, an image in the back, not any kind of identifying whatever. So, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. I did it deliberately because I wanted this to be, this is my first baby, my first tarot baby. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start with the major arcanas. Oh no, what did I do? I just messed something up. Hold on. One moment, please. I flipped the order here. Okay. So this is the Fool. Remember, some of them have naked people. Some of them are racy. I would call it a rated R deck. Most of the images are not rated R, but the ones that are. So if you're not okay with that, shut the video now. Okay, for those of you that stayed, here is my deck, the Fool. I am so excited. Okay, the Fool. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. This one's naughty. The Hierophant. Am I going to hell? Whatever. The Hierophant. If you can't tell, there's a person here. It's controversial. That's I have two images that are probably the most controversial. Maybe three. The Lovers. This is one of my favorites. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. This is another of my favorites. Wheel of Fortune. So this process, it was a lot of layering. All of this was on the computer using certain programs that aren't even that fancy, quite honestly. I try to use the most minimal type of, I've always done this, even with my artwork, and people have always been like, how did you do that with that equipment or that supply or whatever? I make it work. If you want to do something, you do it. So a lot of layering, effects, coloring, drawing, layering. Collage is placing items one on top of the other and then you glue them down. So that's basically what I did, is a digital collage. Do all the layers and then flatten it. I flattened it, which might be a no-no for those of you that are out there graphic design. You're like, oh God, what did she do? I had a little bit of trouble with that, but now I know. Justice. I'm a newbie when it comes to this sort of thing. This is my other sort of controversial one, the Hanged Man, but I like this one a lot. Yeah, the Hanged Man. Death. A few symbolic. Some of them have heavy symbolism and some of them are pretty straightforward, almost like the Rider Waite meaning, right? Temperance. The Devil. Yeah. yeah, the tower. The star. I like this one too. It's very... I hope you can see these. I know this light is terrible. The moon. The sun. Judgment. The world. Okay, so that was the major arcana. Now we're gonna go into the minor arcanas, and I will do wands first. Wands. Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. Four. I love this one. It's fairly simple, but I love this one, and this one took a hot minute for me to get it just right. I love that one. This is also another one of my favorite ones, the Five of Wands. Those are the Siamese fighting fish. Beta fish, right? Feisty little fellows. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. 8. 9. 10 of Wands. I like this one too. Page of Wands. He's walking the salamander. Knight of Wands. Queen of Wands. This is another one of the controversial ones. The King of Wands. Okay, now we're gonna do cups. Ace of Cups. I hope you can see that. Oh, I hope you can see any of this. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Oh, sorry. Seven of Cups. You're not going to be able to see the details on this. In the listing, when you click on it, you'll be able to see the images a little bit more clearly. The images that I'm putting on there are from the proof that I received. So they have little dotted lines on them, but obviously the final product does not have the dotted lines. 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 8 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Queen of Cups. And King of Cups. Okay, now we're going to do the swords. Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Three of Swords. Four of Swords. Five of Swords. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Those are dandelions flying in the breeze. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Yeah, that's right. She's doing that. She's got the sword right across her boob. She's slicing. She's sharpening the sword with her boobs. King of Swords. All right. Last but not least, we have the Pentacles. And this is the card that has the little bit of glitch, right? Again, in the final printing, it's been fixed. So these prototype cards, 5 decks that I have, all have this. Can you see it? That white line there. If that doesn't bother you, you can get a little bit of a discount on this deck of cards. I'm gonna do $10 less than the final version. It's up to you. If that doesn't bother you, then go ahead and get it at the cheaper rate, because all the other cards are fine. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Sorry for that glare. 4 of Pentacles. Sorry. 5 of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, that's the Tarot of Desires. My very first tarot deck. It will not be the last. So, again, the links are all below in the description for the prototypes. I have 5 decks that are prototypes that have that little line on the Ace of Pentacles. If that doesn't bother you, you get a $10 discount off of the final price. And those links are all below. The prototype link, the pre-sale for the final printing, which probably ships in about a month, end of February or 3rd week or so of February. And then the link to Redbubble. Let me show you. I have, again, the major Arcana images are on there, and they have available a few of the few products for the images. They have this notebook. I got the Chariot on the notebook, and you can get it lined. I've been using it. I've been taking notes on stuff. I really like it. It's a nice little size. Lined white, or I think graph paper. It has a little pocket on at the back, in the back. So I really like it. You see the print quality on that is beautiful. And then I also got a few greeting cards with the Hermit, and it's just a blank greeting card, and it comes with a craft envelope, and these are very inexpensive. I'll put it below for my Redbubble store that has the major Arcana images. In case you want to get it as a print, there's an image you really love. You don't want to get the deck, you want to buy a print of it. You can buy a canvas print, I think, acrylic blocks. There's a bunch of different things. Stickers, I'll show you the stickers now. So that's the Hermit, the Empress, and these are 4x6 cards. I think they make them 5x7 as well. And then the print quality is so nice. I've done this before for artists that I can't afford their artwork. I'll buy their greeting cards if they offer them, and then I'm sort of like telling on myself, but I just cut it, and then you can frame this. You won't be able to tell the difference that it's not, for people who can't afford to pay more. I wanted to give people different options to buy the images if you like the image but you don't want tarot deck, right? And the star, I already corrected. That's why I wanted to get a couple samples. I've done corrections on so that this is moved up. When you purchase it, it should be correct at this point for the star. And then these are the stickers. Stickers also, they make stickers this size, which is 2 by something 3, and they also make them like really big, like 8 by 15 or something like that, almost the size of a print, really. They make posters, all kinds of things. So just, if you're interested, take a look. I'll put, again, that link will be below. So I got the Chariot sticker, the Wheel of Fortune, and these are, you know, nice, easy peel. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. I think I might, with every purchase, put either a sticker or, I don't know, I want to put a little something extra, so I'm still figuring that out. It'll be figured out by the time you receive your final deck. And for those of you that buy the prototype, I'll put a little something extra in there too. The moon sticker, and this is the sun. So that's it. Thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This has been such a labor of love. I swear the images are infused with my love and just excitement and the creativity, that pure energy flowing through. Really, really, really. I'm very proud of this. I'm proud of it. I'm proud that it's been part of my journey. That being able to complete this has been part of this journey I've been on of awakening. It's awakened different things inside of me to be able to complete something that I would have doubted myself so much before. So anyway, it's a labor of love, and I hope that anybody who receives one will really enjoy it. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have questions, just ask. I have all my information in the description box, okay? Alright, my soul, as always, embraces yours. Till next time, namaste. Bye.